Hey everybody, my name is Metcalf, and I'm going to be explaining this Gala Dragalia banner thing that's come out. They're going to start, you know, pushing the new banners with the new galas together. So that's something that they're going to be doing nowadays. But anyways, let's go over it. There's a cat. The cat has a skill damage ability. The cat does a lot of damage. All your skills do a lot of damage with this new cat. Your next 15 skills will do 180% skill damage, and that's really strong. If you're going for a speed clear, you're not even going to use 15 skills within that time. I think in about maybe 10 skills. No, wait. I can't count. 8 skills. You'll use about 8 skills, depending if you have Marth or not, for a speed run. So this is really powerful. You won't probably even get to this point if you're playing a wand unit, which is, I'm always thinking about Veronica for this part. So you won't get to this part, but it's an extra nice part of this skill. I think it's great. Anyways, when you end your shift, you do even more damage on your next 8 skills. So that's kind of cool. This skill looks like it's just going to be a constant explosion on the ground, maybe like in a circular area, similar to a puddle. That's kind of cool. There hasn't been a skill like that for a while. Just think of Hybrid Hilda dive bomb effect for 10 seconds. So that's kind of neat. Anyways, let's move down to the new dragon that I showcased a little bit earlier. It's Styx. I thought he was going to be the Gala dragon. Apparently not. He's just some dragon that they're trying something different. Compounding skill damage. Every 15 seconds you get 50% on your next skill damage. On your next skill. Sorry. That doesn't sound very great to me. What are you going to be doing, like, within the first 15 seconds? You already used, like, a skill, and then your next skill is 50%. You might as well just use Siren at this point. You're not going to be sitting on, like, you're not going to be sitting stacking this up, trying to get, like, 200% on a skill. Maybe if they make some cheesy adventure, like how they did with Crom, just to do 100 million damage. But other than that, this is not super great in my opinion. And then this is not very great in my opinion either. These are different stacks, I believe, because they don't mention Ice Spirit stacks in this description. So this just seems not too great. Yeah, I don't like this dragon whatsoever. Design-wise, I don't like it either. I'm not a big fan of fluffy dragons. This is fluffy, but it's a cat. But it, there's a weird snake tail coming out of it. I don't know. Okay. Anyways, new character, Eugene, finally released. I do not like support units, especially support units with skill shifts. Those are very, very boring to me. And the thing that makes it even more frustrating is that even if like some of the buffs are pretty decent, like they're nice. I love this strength buff, and I love this crit damage buff. The flame resistance is kind of whatever, but the main thing I think that hurts this character a lot is that it's a buff zone. So the ventures have to be inside that. You can't just get the buff how you normally do with Elyson or Carl or things like that. They have to be in your zone. And so I'm wondering if it's going to be either like how Heinwald is with his buff zone. Oh, sorry, I just answered my own question. And I also just saw this icon. Okay, never mind. All right. Well, they're going to have to be in the zone. I don't know. That's going to seem okay. Actually, now that I'm thinking about this, if you Marth this, which is weird, if you Marth or you, what's it called? Sister's Day out, you can get a 40% buff zone, but it only lasts 10 seconds. But, I mean, you can stack these, which is kind of neat. But you won't be able to stack the skill shifted one, the skill shift 3 one, because that'd be crazy with this crit damage. But pretty much like he just keeps skill shifting, so 20% attack, flame resist, and then crit damage. And then he grants the user the check effect. It automatically readies the skill, I believe. which is checkmate. And it doesn't do anything else. It just does a ton of damage, apparently. Hopefully the damage modifier is insanely high to make this warrant like even trying to get to, because this takes a long time to get to, and then you get to this part, and then it's weird because this is also share skillable. This is a shareable skill, so that is a little strange. This Dragon Claws is kind of nice. Maybe do some Zanefried stuff with him. I think he might become popular throughout the month for the new twin lollies for Agito. And this is actually kind of cool. I don't think we've had this kind of ability before. So every time he gets a crit, he gets 1 inspiration level. But unfortunately, you won't be able to get it after every 10 seconds, It won't activate again for every 10 seconds. Stun resist, not super fun for people who might want new water units for Brunhilde, but no one's really running Brunhilde anymore unless you're doing your Dracolis still or your Fafnir. These are always kind of weird. I don't like those. I never really liked defensive stuff like that. And new girl, Ojol Soma type, Catherine. Cool, she's a spear. I had to read this a few times to understand what the heck was going on with her effects, because the way they word this is really stupid, especially with some of them. But anyways, use skill 1, you get 20% strength, and you gain 1 perfect escort stat. And depending on how many perfect escort stacks you have, you'll do more damage. Your skill 2 will do more damage depending on how many stacks you have, which is up to 3. And your standard attacks, 4 strikes, and the skill will have more damage depending on how many stacks you have. The other added effects are you're immune to knockback, and you receive less damage from elementally attuned damage they take. I'm going to be honest, I don't really understand what that means. I'm assuming elementally attuned. Water damage. Elementally attuned, so fire damage? All elementally attuned damage they take. Elementally attuned, she's water type, right? And you want to, tune a piano, so you tune a character. Someone please correct me. I don't really get that part. I know I'm supposed to be explaining this to you, but help me out here, okay? Reply in the comments if you want to. Whatever, that bullshit. Anyways, this skill damage part is really sick. I love that. I always love units that just have pure skill damage without any extra bullshit. It's really nice. But yeah, overall, what I think about this is cool. This sucks. This is boring. This is okay. Maybe fun to play. I think getting a bunch of these off and then making this really powerful and then just keep getting more and more powerful from this will be really fun. I think a good dragon would be this, because then you get the spam skill 1 essentially, and you have some strength to go along with that. So I think that would pair very nicely with this. And yeah, this dragon will pair very nicely with Veronica. Veronica plus this dragon is just going to destroy literally anything in the game, regardless if it's not her, what's the word? Regardless if it's flame, water, wind, light, dark. This is extremely powerful. This is 2 times the skill damage of Shinobi. Shinobi has that 20% strength up. But wait, Shinobi's 90%, right? I think so. But yeah, this is pretty busted. And then like if you're using Gala Alex, then you're gonna get a 25 hit combo no matter what. So that's an additional 180. And then maximum 15 of the skill damage. Increasing effect can be stored for use. Yeah, you can just store this later on. That's crazy. It counts as single buff that are altered by the number of buffs affecting the user. Oh, I see. Okay, but yeah, this is really powerful. This is a great dragon. Not so great. Nah. So that's what I think. You know, thanks for watching.